Football Power Hour.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United have won today. This is... Thank you for joining me. We are doing a quick review. Sorry, I don't know why that played twice, but doing a super quick review about this game that we just witnessed between Manchester United and Wolves. And it is safe to say the Wolves did not bite today. The Wolves did not make a sound. Matter of fact, the only sound we heard was a very faint, distant wolf howl, you know? I just have to say, we always do this thing real quick where we do the quick grades. We look at every player that started and we look at how they performed. Matter of fact, before we get into that, we have to just give the flowers to the person that deserves them the most, David De Gea. He stays golden. He gets that golden glove today. Pretty much, I think it's secured. I feel like it's mathematically secured. A lot of things were mathematically decided today, like Southampton's downfall to the championship was decided today. But today we got a step closer to that Champions League football that eriktenhag was talking about. Let's go ahead and just say also a big shout out to our defensive home record. It's just amazing right now. We are on another level. We are at force to be reckoned with at home. Theater of dreams is still theater of dreams. It is no more the theater of memes. And big shout out to eriktenhag for doing that and instilling that defensive discipline and compactness. And we're just such a problem for a lot of teams at the back. So let's go ahead and look at how our Manchester United players performed. We always start with David De Gea from the back all the way and work our way to the front. But the main thing that I also want to bring light to is the fact that eriktenhag made some questionable substitutions. You know, I know we won. I know, no knock on him. I just gave him his flowers for giving us a beautiful defensive record at home. But I also have to just say, those subs, the Fred sub, what was going on with that? There were some questionable things that, you know, we can't really dwell on that much because I want to keep this concise, but also we also got the 3 points and that's what matters. So David De Gea, I got to say, he pretty much had nothing to do. I have to give him an A-. Matter of fact, let me make sure that I'm sharing the screen as I'm doing this because I want to make sure, boom, there we go. All right, so now, how do I get this on the screen? Yeah, I want to make sure you see the grades that I'm looking at. I'm curious what you think of how the Manchester United players played, but didn't have a lot to do. But also, what were you doing at the goals, though? What were you at the goals? No, for real. David De Gea nearly costed us. You know, what was he doing? Had Wolves actually been more clinical, they would have punished us. I have to just say, you know, no need for you to be having those rash moments, David De Gea, flying out of the goals. These games are decided by thin margins. We saw Luke Shaw raising his hands up, looking for an Uber. And then next thing you know, it's a penalty in the last game, and we lose we lose an important point towards securing Champions League football. So, you know, David De Gea, you need to be a little bit more composed and less rash. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was solid on the right. He linked up with Antony beautifully. I mean, create that moment, that cutback cross, linked up with Antony, solid right back. Let's just say that. He's just solid. The man deserves a B+ for that performance. Had somebody found that assist that he created, that big chance that he created in the box with that cutback cross, Aaron Wan-Bissaka would have gotten an A for me. So Luke Shaw, I have to give Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was interesting because he kind of he became better. He became better as time went on, right? Hold on. Let me make sure that I am looking at the right thing right now. Okay, so yeah. So moving on to our brother Luke the Shaw. Now, he was very, very much. I felt like I understood why Ten Hag put him in there. It was like, okay, you're going to be our creative outlet moving forward. But he was not as involved as I would have liked him to be, honestly. He was very, very, had a muted performance on the left. And I feel like he became better in a little bit later on in the second half. But he set up Antony with a lovely cross. But Antony could not finish his dinner. So it's not your fault. But also, just like Wan-Bissaka, your grade could have been higher had that moment been converted. So Luke Shaw, I'm going to give him a higher B+. Like, he's a little bit better than Wan-Bissaka in performance today, but created for Antony, and Antony should have done it. He was like okay offensively, but better defensively today. That's how I rate Luke Shaw's performance. Do you agree with me or disagree? I don't know. Like, the thing about it is when you look at Lindelof also grew into the game. You know, he had it was an overall good performance. He made a couple of good clearances and last stitch, you know, tackles. They weren't even last stitch. They were like well-timed tackles, and let's go well-timed tackles. But the thing about Luke Shaw, about Victor Lindelof is not breaking the lines enough with the passes, though. I know you're understudy, you're playing Martinez's position right there, but like there's something that Luke Shaw, when he's playing left center back, he doesn't have the breaking the line incisive pass that Martinez has. But he does try sometimes to but Lindelof didn't try that as much. And, you would have thought with his right foot, maybe he would have had a little bit of a moments where he had angles to find other players in advanced positions. But at the end of the day, it was an overall good performance. So Lindelof has to get a solid B for me. Varane, shout out to Eddie. I see you in the building. Good to see you, bro. We just need 2 more professional wins, and we are there, says Eddie. Yo, bro, that would be the dream if we can just get the 6 points. I think we can. I think we will. I got a lot of faith. Let's go and see. Do you agree with my grades so far, Eddie, or do you disagree with any of them? Varane, here's my assessment of Varane. Varane was actually better than Lindelof. And the thing about it is he was just rusty. Other than being, like he's rusty, took 15 minutes to settle, but he was still, after he had settled, he became a little bit better than Lindelof, but obviously you have to judge him with the first 15 minutes, obviously, because the game starts at 0 and not 15. So it's just a solid B for the time that he was on. I know that he was taken off, and he lacks spell rhythm. I don't know how to spell it, but I got it. Okay, Eriksen. Let's see. Eriksen, I feel like Eriksen was good in the first half, but this is the game where I predicted you to score, It's a little bit below par in terms of offensive output, Eriksen. I saw 2 long shots. They could have been 3, overall. None of them on target. Not on target. What's that about? Eriksen, you owe me, you owe the Manchester United faithful a goal from a set piece. So I'm going to have to give you a C+. A B minus, C+. Casemiro is the person that gets a B minus. Because Casemiro, C and aggression. Therapist Casemiro. Casemiro needs to, I know it's not always his fault, but why the cards, man, all the time? Why? I have to ask you too. I have to also shout at the referees, but I gotta shout at you too, Casemiro. Why the cards, bro? Why? Man, no, 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 no. Something has to be done. Something has to be said about that. Bruno Fernandes, for me, he was the man who led the team, man. Oh, that was just like a, a leader's performance. You know, he great assist as well, by the way, for Garnacho. Is it Garnacho? No, it's Garnacho. Great assist for Garnacho in the second half, and also just like all around, kept the ball ticking, kept the team mentality up. We knew that like we're gonna continue creating with Bruno Fernandes around, and I'm gonna go ahead and give him a careless A minus and say that was a team leader's performance right there. Sancho, for me, Jarvis picked this up on you, bro. I'm sorry. It's a C. It was a little bit below Eriksen. For me, Sancho, man, are you a C student or what? We're gonna look at your grades, and I'm seeing, I guess, a little pattern here, Sancho. Poor shooting. Okay. Okay, passing. Okay. Not enough fight. Not enough fight, though. Come on, Sancho. You can do better. You can do better, Jaden. I need a Jaden who can hit a ball that's just more than just in the near post. Like produce some nice link up play. I'll give you that. But also leading up to Martial's goal, I mean, you kind of, I saw how you started. You were the germinator of that, that link up, but at the end of the day, we still need more, man. We cannot make Daniel Bentley look so good. You talking about making Daniel Bentley look so good, Antony. The man with the assist. Let's put the assist out the way first and say great assist. But, Antony, you should have had a brace or a hat trick even. For real, Antony, the amount of chances that Antony had were incredible, guys. It's a bit crazy how Antony does not finish his dinner. Frequently, you had chances where you could have buried the game, but you know what? Two big moments he created in the first half should have, one of them was the assist. And the other one should have, right before the break, it should have been another goal, but Antony Martial let you down. So I'll just make sure that I have the assist in there. That was a great choice to try and find your teammate, and it's looking like a B plus, Antony. It's looking like a B plus. It's looking like a B plus because you had out-muscled a couple of times also in the second half. Had you ended your performance the way you did ended the first half, then you would have probably been talking A minus. Now, talking about people that scored but don't know how to finish that dinner still, how you going to not take the second serving, Martial? Come on, man. So disappointing. Despite scoring, you were taken off because it shows you lack stamina. You lack stamina. You survived without getting injured, but you lack stamina, lack the bite we need, man. I'm sorry, Martial. I'm sorry. I just have to say it like that and say it's a B minus, but I'll just leave it as a B because I know you're on your way out. Eriktenhag, because of the subs, why Garnacho came in so late, because we could have been buried this game a long time ago had Garnacho been there. What was Fred doing coming on, because the church was closed? We definitely saw that. So many questions, Eriktenhag, but at the end of the day, you got us 3 points, and that is what I'm happy about. What, Maguire. Like, what the hell, Ten Hag? For real. For K, what the hell is that all about? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, these are their grades and how they're looking. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of them. Eddie says I was very generous scores, bro, but maybe I'm a bit negative because I'm hungover. LOL. And why Wergost? I think Fred was a good defensive sub. Oh yeah. Okay, yes. We cannot not ask about Weggy. We have to put it in there. Like Maguire and Weggy. What is Weggy doing, Erik? For real. Weggy. Yeah, no, that was just come on now, eriktenhag. Funky. Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, that is how the grades are looking. I will be back, obviously, and let me know if you agree or disagree. Eddie, thank you also for giving in your thoughts, and yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. The score ended the way we wanted it: 2 goals to Man United. And one more time, I will say, Football Power Hour in here. Eriktenhag got us the 3 points, baby. We will be there.
We will be there. We'll be there.
Champions League football.
We will be there. We'll be there.
2 more wins, baby.
We will be there. We'll be there.